I went to the dollar store and I must have blown like $100 just buying useless things at the dollar store and just throwing it into this box, which had been mailed to her. And it was gone, like it had been picked up. I remember going back, I was like, has it gone yet? Has it left? And they're like, yeah, it just left. And I was like, ah! I just sent her a box of garbage. What was I thinking? But, when I was writing that piece, a friend of mine who isn't really into poetry was like, what are you working on? And I was like, oh, I'm writing a piece called I Like You Too. And he looked at me and said, oh, I want to punch Bono in the dick. And I was, no. But the more I thought about Bono and his dick, the more I was like, yeah. So I wrote a follow-up piece, and this is called I Don't Like You Too. Do we have a good cross-section of iPhone users in the crowd? Yeah? Can I get like a who clap, whoever has an iPhone? Okay. You remember about like 5 or 6 years ago, we all woke up one morning and suddenly there was a U2 album on our phones, and we were like, what the fuck? And Apple and Bono were like, no, it's a gift, and we're like, no. This is kind of about that. Your album appeared on my phone like a dick pic. It was unwanted. Dear Bono, I will gargle with the tears of your children. I will wear leather pants made from the skin of whoever manages you. I will dull the edge. As if he were a number 2 pencil versus me, a standardized high school exam. I will saw down a Joshua tree and carve a slingshot from its remains, which I will then use to pelt you with old cassette tapes of the Joshua Tree. And yell, your album must be at least this good to make it onto this phone. And my friends, my beautiful, brilliant, sexy friends ask me a beautifully brilliant, sexy question. The solution to my problem contained right there inside the query itself, like a squirt of poo baked into a donut. They ask, why not just delete it? But I say no. I tell them it is my therapy. That my almighty thumb is a righteous fist punching the skip button in the face. And when finally I succumb to the clumsy seduction of hate, I put the entire album on repeat just so I can keep punching. Bono, I know it wasn't just you. I know that Apple was involved. So I will strangle you with the next chord Apple tries to sell me. Then hide your silly body where the streets have no name. Dear Apple, don't go thinking the bill is not coming to your table. You too, and by that I mean you in addition to them. Them being the band U2, but you also will pay for this. And I do not accept Apple Pay. The next adapter you try to sell me will swiftly become your own very uncomfortable butt plug. At first it was cute. The iPod, the iPhone, the iPad. But then came the eye gouge. You blinded us with a retina display of your greed. If you're gonna charge me that much for a phone cord, it better be made from the guts of RoboCop. I'm gonna need it to survive some shit. When you build a product designed to break, you strip the world of resources. Innovator. innovate yourself a business model that takes that kind of sustainability into account and smart enough? Of course I say this, having written this entire piece on an iPhone. Using the Notes app and listening to iTunes with your shitty ear pods that fall out of my head like common sense out of a Trump supporter. All of this while waiting for a colonoscopy to be performed by a doctor who looks like he hates his job. I don't hate either of you. I once poured dish soap into a shot glass and convinced a friend it was cream de mint. The point is, everyone does something that eventually makes them a target of criticism. So even with your brainstem resting squarely in my crosshairs, even with my finger on the trigger as jumpy as a kangaroo at a bandwagon parade, I say to you with all compassion, discovery can be a gift. But allow people to be drawn to the beauty that they seek out. Because when art is chosen for us, when culture is spoon-fed to the masses, it becomes propaganda. Do not be that. Because the only people who send unsolicited dick pics are the people trying to screw you.